Hello students, I hope you all are fine at your home. Last time we already discussed about the population dynamics, their introduction, distribution of population in the world and population, the factor affecting the population. Okay, so today I am going to start the density of population in the world. First of all, before starting the density population in the world, you have to understand what is population density. Last time we have discussed about on the basis of size, what is the size of population, but here it is the population density. Now with one example I show you what is the population density. Just like if this is a area, this is a particular area in which how many numbers of peoples are living. According to the area, how many numbers of peoples are living, it shows its population density. I hope you cleared. Now, if the area is small and the population is very high, so what will happen? Definitely population density is very high. And if area is very big and very few people are living, so this is called the low population density. If I'm giving an example, just like in India, Bihar and UP, they are very highly densely populated area. And if I'm talking about the uh, Arunachal Pradesh, which is having a very less amount of population density, only 17 peoples per square kilometer area. Yes, remember always, we always measure this population density according to the per square kilometer. Okay, so only 17 peoples living in particular that per square kilometers, and on the place of Bihar it is near about 300 approx, near about 386 something or something like that, the data. But this is the difference of that particular area. There are so many factors we'll discuss in in this module. Now see, first of all, density of population. If talking about the definition, what is this? The total number of peoples. What is that? Total number of people in a country. In a country, it means a particular area, just like either country, either state. What we are measuring, it is the area. Okay. So if we are considering the country, so it is that area. Country is the area. If we are considering state, so state is the area. Okay. So we can write anything here. It is a generally area. So in a country, in relation to its land, is known as population density. So total number of peoples in particular relation to land or either the country. So this is known as the population density. Now you can understand very easily by this formula. What is population density? Total population of the country. Just like total population is 1000. Okay, and total land area of the country, if the total land area is only 100, so if we divide this, so only 10, so 10 people per square kilometers are living in that particular area. So this is the population density. I hope it is clear. On the basis of the population distribution, there are main zones can be identified. Yes, on the basis of the population density, we can classify it into three zones. What are these? First one, it is the densely populated region. Second one, it is the moderately population region. And third one is the sparsely populated region. Now, first of all, we discuss the densely populated region. What is densely? I always tell you, I always remind you, whenever you start solving any question, just go through first of all its word. What is that? Densely. By the densely, you can understand if the area is short, either short or long, whatever it is, in a particular area, if the more people are living as compared to its capacity, so it is called densely populated region. If an area is having moderately, moderate it means not too much high, not too much low, it is called moderately populated region. And if in that same area, if very few peoples are living, so they are called sparsely populated. Sparsely it means in Hindi it is called dur dur. Okay, away away. So these are the three by this example we can easily understand. Densely it means more peoples are there, more number of peoples are there. Moderately 50-50 we can say that in contest to the area. And if talking about the sparsely, it is in that area the peoples are having very low density. It means that people's number is very low. Very few people are living in that particular area. So I hope by this example you can clear all these three. But now with the definition you can understand what are these main things. The region of the world, okay, the region of the world that have a favorable climatic condition. What is the reason? A favorable climatic condition for human habitat. Habitat means for the living place. What is the requirement? Favorable climatic condition. It means not too much rainy season, not too much cold, not too much hot summer season. So these favorable it means a person can live in particular area with a suitable things. Okay, and opportunities for the economic activities. Yes, because without money people cannot survive, because they want a basic needs. What are the basic needs? Roti kapda or makan, generally we are talking. Okay, what is roti kapda or makan? Food, shelter, and third one is roti kapda or makan, the cloth. Okay, so I hope it is clear. So if the economic activities are enough, opportunities are enough, so they can do job, they can do some work, and then they finally get, or they can earn money, and with this money they can utilize their, or they can earn, or they can get their resources very easily. So that densely populated region, these are the reasons. What are the two reasons? Favorable climatic conditions, second one is the opportunity of the economic activities. So which kind of activities? These are the minerals, maybe the abundance of minerals are there. So if minerals are there, obviously you know that for the each and every industry minerals is required. So if mineral is abundant, so just like in America, there is one, two, or three regions where the minerals are very abundant, or some like that. If talking about in India, there is a Jharkhand. So Jharkhand is rich in minerals. So the Jharkhand state is having very means we can say that so many industries are established there. Why? Because minerals are in abundance quantity. If industries are there, obviously they are having the more number of jobs. So definitely they will get a, what they will get? They will get job and they will earn money. So I hope you clear. So there are two things. The reason of the world, the reason of the world that have favorable climatic conditions for the human habitat and for the opportunity for economic activities. I hope it is clear. In second, the moderate, if I'm talking about the examples, yes. First of all, let me clear the definitions, then I will clear the examples. Because in along with this definition, you have to write only two, three examples. Example, it means the countries' names, which countries are including this densely, moderately, or like that. Okay. So now second one, it is the moderately population region. So what is the moderately population? The region of the world that have suitable climatic condition. It means the person can live suitably. Okay. Here you can say you can see that favorable, and here it is the suitable climatic condition for the human habitat, and enough. It means they can get some job, not maximum. Either the opportunities are not too much, the industries are not too much established, but they can enough job for surviving their life. So it is the suitable climatic condition and enough job opportunities or the economic activities. So they are the moderately populated region. So in that region, the moderate populated region is there. And the third one, it is the sparsely populated region. Sparsely, it means very away, very few people are living. So the region of the world that have harsh climatic conditions, you can understand there are two main things: the climatic condition and the economic activities. Okay, so very harsh climate condition with extremes of temperature. Extremes, either too much cold, either too much hot. So these two extreme conditions of temperature, just like I will give you the example. Topography is rushed. Topography is rushed because the terrain is not too much even. Maybe it is very hilly regions, maybe mountainous regions. Just like I'm giving one example of the Arunachal Pradesh, which is in the eastern part, and it is a lot. It is on the Himalaya. So that's why their topography is not even, because the most habitat place, it is the plain. Second one, it is the plateau, and third one, it is the mountain. So obviously mountains are having less population, less densely, and difficult for the human habitat. Obviously if we are living in mountainous region, so it is very difficult to sustain our life, because the terrain is not even, the topography is rushed. So I hope you clear all these three factors. what is densely populated region, what is moderately populated region, and what is the sparsely populated regions. Now let me explain you which regions are in that area. Now see, if this is the earth, in the center we know that there is a equator. The equator, it is on 0 degree. So if I am talking about that center region, so these regions are having a very highly densely populated region. Why? Because the climatic conditions are very suitable, but not too much along with the equator. Okay, it's from start from 5 degree. Okay, 5 degree to 60 degree, or we can say that 60 degree. So we can say that this area or the country which fall on this region, these all are the densely populated countries. Now what, which one are the Asia? In Asia, so many countries: China, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan. So these all the region which are very extremely hot or very extremely cold, just like maximum the area which are in desert, just like when you can see easily in the northern North America, South America, in Africa. So there are some desert areas in Asia also. So what are these desert areas? Just like in Africa, there is Sahara Desert. Okay, then in Asia there is a that Thar Desert, and there are some also some desert in this area. In Australia there is a great Australian desert. So these are the areas, and there are also some cold, just like Gobi Desert, which is in Gobi Desert, which is in the Mongolia or China border. Okay, and Taklamakan, which is in China. So some deserts are also cold deserts. So there are two types of desert: cold desert and hot desert. Just like Sahara and Thar, they are the hot deserts. And if I'm talking about the in India, the Ladakh region, it is the cold region. So in that region, the climatic condition is very harsh. Either it is too much hot, either too much cold. So the sustainability of the life is very difficult. So that's why peoples are not willingly living there. Okay, everyone wants comfort. Also, even we also need comfort. So their people's population is very low in that area. So these all are the reasons. So I'm giving already examples in Africa, just like Egypt or these the Gibbon or these areas. You can give the example of that. And if moderately the area, just like the Canada or like that, they are also harsh climate condition. But the UK and then some European countries, they are the moderately countries. Okay, so I hope you clear all the examples. One more thing it is here, which I already cleared you, but you can understand. Population density is a measurement. What is the population density? It is a kind of measurement of the number of people in an area. Number of people in an area usually shows as a number of people per square kilometers, by which we are measuring. Generally in single word, if we want to see what is the population density, it is the number of people per square kilometer. Number of people per square kilometers. So I hope you clear these all three population density zones. Factors affecting the population density. So there are two types of factor. First is the physical factor, second one is the human factors. So in that physical factors, there are three factors: relief, resources, and climate. First of relief. Relief means what? The land structure, which I already cleared you. The plain is very highly habited, the mountain is very less habited. So this is the shape and height of the land. Okay, it is the relief. Low land which is flat, just like the Ganges Valley in India. So the region near to the Ganga river or the near to the Indus Valley. So these regions are very plain area, or we can say that Indo-Gangetic region. So this region is very plain area, that's why the population is very highly dense, but maximum it is the Ganga. The reason, if talking about the states too, Bihar and UP, which is in the region of Ganges Valley. So that's why the population is very densely, or density of population is very high. If low density, the high land. Just like if the low land, it means population can live easily. If the high land, it is very difficult to live on that area. Just like Himalaya, and I am giving one example, Arunachal Pradesh. So all the seven sisters, which is in the eastern part, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram, Nagaland. So these all are the states in which the population density is very low. Okay. Next one, it is the resources. Yes, for our daily needs, we require some resources. Resources, it means whatever we are using for our daily needs. Resources. So area rich in resources, as I already given example, just like the coal, oil, wood, fishing, it is tend to be densely populated, just like the Western Europe. So the area which is rich in these resources. So definitely the more number of factories, if more number of factories, more number of jobs, if more number of jobs, obviously people are attracted towards it. So that's why these resources are also important for the population density. An area with a few resources tend to be sparsely populated. Example is Sahel. Okay, so you can easily understand. Next one, it is the climate. Next one, it is the climate. Already we have discussed in our definition, the climate is main barrier. If we see the climate is harsh, obviously people are very less, and if climate is suitable, people are living more. Now see, area with temperate climate and to be densely populated as there is enough rain and heat to grow crops, just like UK. Okay, an area with an extreme climate of hot and cold tends to the sparsely populated regions, just like the Sahara deserts. So I already cleared you what is this climate. If the climate is harsh, the population density is low. If climate is suitable, favorable, the population density is high. Now we have already discussed the physical factors, relief, resources and climate. Now we are discussing about the human factors. First one, it is the political factor. If the country is having the stable government, what kind of government? I hope you studied this in history chapter. Stable government, it means only one party is ruling on the country, so obviously there is no dispute among them. And if the stable government is there, so they can take a proper decision, a right decision. Okay, so that's why the population is high, the peoples are living, just like example is here Singapore. But the area which is having unstable countries means their government is not running properly. It means government is changing continuously, just like nowadays in Madhya Pradesh or in some other states, the condition is going on for 1 or 2 years. One party is ruling, then after next year the another party again try to change their uh, majority. So this is all because of that the policy cannot run properly. Okay, so the low density because peoples are migrating from that area because the decisions are not right. They are the politicians are fighting among themselves for their benefits. So that's why it is the loss of people. So that's why peoples are migrating, just like example of the Afghanistan. Okay, next one, it is the social because we are the social people. So group of peoples want to live close each other. If the social behavior, the social peoples are living each other together each other, so that's why peoples want to live there, just like an example USA. So if they are very close each other, so obviously the population is high. In other groups of people refers to isolated. Some are living very isolated, they don't want to mingle with the other people, so that's why they are isolated, just like the Scandinavian countries. Okay, then last one, it is the economic, which already discussed. The economic is also the another factor. The good job opportunities encourage high population density. The good job opportunities encourage the high population. Obviously, I give an example. If the more number of peoples are having job, so they are attracted towards that area, and obviously the population is increasing. Particularly in a large cities in MEDCs and LEDCs. What is MEDCs and LEDCs? More economic developed countries. MEDCs means more economically developed countries, and LEDCs less economically developed countries. Okay, so either the country is very economically developed, obviously people are living that area and the population is increase. And limited job, next one, it is the limited job opportunities causes the some area to be the sparsely populated, just like the Amazon rainforest. Okay, if just like in Amazon, it is completely covered with a forest, so that's why the opportunity of industry and opportunity of the other jobs is very less. That's why the area is very less populated. So I hope you have cleared this lecture. You can make your notes by your own. Now you have to understand what is the importance of understanding. So please focus on understanding on the place of writing. You can write by your own in short way or either which I given in same as it is. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this lecture. Thank you so much.